You struggle in relationships because the world taught you to do it wrong.
You have been subtly and continuously programmed to be on your best behavior. That picture of Jesus as a gentle shepherd holding that lamb. He was not a conformist at all. He was a rebel. And with many years of that programming, your brain has decided to present yourself in a way that is to their comfort. People know that you've been groomed to be conformist, and they're banking on you to conform.
You have to let them see you from the beginning as a person that can be trifled with.
When people know that you conform, you should be pleasing to other people. And this is what finishes you off. Because people don't reckon with a nice person. You know that. So in the beginning of your relationship, I recommend that you even tell them you have some loose screws. If you let them know, I got some loose screws going on here, you don't want to be predictable. So I'm not saying that people go and be harsh. I'm just saying allow them to know that there are some loose screws that you don't want flying around, and they need to help you to maintain those things nicely and quietly. So as long as they behave themselves, everything will stay put. So in fact, you can make it their responsibility to keep you steady, because if anything happens and those loose screws start flying around all over the place, it will be their doing. Imagine telling someone this in the beginning. They will sit up straight. Do you know people who know they will have you to contend with will think twice before even thinking about getting into a relationship with you? They're going to self-filter. They will judge themselves. They will see, am I really going to be able to meet up to what is required to be with this one? That's why people who behave in this way that I told you, people who behave like me, can never end up with such people. Because when they come around, they'll be like, no, I don't think this one is going to tolerate my stupidity. If long ago people had had the understanding that if they misbehaved, you wouldn't be tolerated in relationships, I'm telling you, you won't be having all these stupid stories that we're having, time-wasting conversations that we're having today. Only people who are ready to be in relationships would actually get into relationships. But you were taught that you can be patient and have conversations in the name of let's communicate, let's have a conversation. You want to communicate. What on earth are you communicating with a full-grown person? Therefore, they already check it off in their brains that with this one, you don't even have to worry. They don't have to be accountable. They don't have to be responsible. Anything goes. People actually register that you want to be marked as agreeable. They will know that you're going to do nothing but the war room style. In fact, some of these people would actually even be laughing inwardly. They'll be like, I've got my prey settled now. I'm going to eat this one alive. Right? I'm telling you. And then from then on, you're screwed. And in daters like this, they seek out a specific kind of play.
Let people see you as a bad person. You have to let them see you from the beginning as a person that can be trifled with.
One of them realized very quickly after the marriage that she had just simply been targeted. And he met her in church where he had deliberately gone looking for a church girl. When they were turning the temple upside down and turning it into a marketplace, do you remember how he intervened and turned the whole place upside down? That's the energy that you should be coming with. You've got to speak in the language that people understand. Yeah. So you see, when relationships are bad, it's not always because someone is deliberately being bad, but certainly someone is definitely creating the opportunity for the relationship to be bad. And it is you that likes to be seen as a nice, good person. And even as I say this, I'm giving you warm virtual hugs. I'm so sorry for the things that you're going through, for the things that you've gone through, but you need to know, somebody needs to tell you this.